So our first sort of stop on our trip was to Burgess Reclamation, which was actually a place that I found on Instagram, because Instagram obviously knows how much I love the Cotswolds. It's a really interesting place to look around if you love sort of country feels, rustic vibes. Definitely worth a trip. They had such a wide variety of stuff and lots of different sort of areas to explore. So this place that we're going in just now was literally all just chopping boards. Every shape, size, different types of wood, chopping board that you could ever desire was in this room, which was absolutely amazing. Lots of different textures around everywhere, loads of different furniture pieces, lots of different sizes, everything from cabinets to if you wanted bricks for your house or sleepers. This place literally had it all. I really loved a lot of the garden pieces that they had. So you can see here I'm admiring a bucket, but we did actually take home a really lovely, large, ginormous enamel bowl. Really nice and rustic, had quite a bit of patina to it, but was actually quite good value compared to some others that I've seen online. So that was really, really exciting to pick up, and I'm hoping to fill that with lots of lovely spring bulbs. So then we had a little bit of a drive to this beautiful farm called Fen Mall Farms, and they actually had a butcher's on site. We picked up some merguez sausages, some pigs in blankets and some lamb chops, a couple of things to go in the freezer, and then some things to have over the Christmas period as well. Our next stop was to the Norton Brewery. My partner Kerry is a huge beer fan, so we always like to stop here if we can. You can actually pre-book tickets to have a look around the brewery, but we just stopped at the shop. It's actually a really good place to stop. There's a lot more than you would possibly think that they would have. They have a wide variety of different drinks, not just beer, local food, local snacks, lots of different stuff. The cider there I've had, and it's really good. So if you are a cider drinker like me, I would definitely recommend having a look. And they do have some sort of gifts and stuff like that in there as well. And for my favourite reason to come here is that they actually have 3 working Shire horses, which I think is amazing. So they go to shows all over the country, and I think they still deliver locally, which is amazing. So of course we couldn't come to the Cotswolds without visiting Diddley Scott Farm Shop. We have actually been here a few times, and this was by far the quietest it's ever been. Normally we've queued in the past, but we walked straight into the shop. If you've never been, don't expect a huge shop. It's really nice and cozy. But if you are a fan of sort of the show or anything that Jeremy Clarkson has done, if you're a fan of Hawkston, then it's definitely worth a visit. We did pick up a case of cider because I really love their cider, but they do have a wide range of products, from stuff that's made on farm to also things that are made locally by the people, so cheeses and stuff like that as well. By this point in the day we were getting a little bit peckish, so we literally went around the corner at Diddley Scott Farm still to the lambing shed to pick up a little bit of lunch. They have all of the Hawkstone range available, and that violet apple juice, absolutely amazing. If you like Parma violets, that is for you. Truffle parmesan chips, and then both Kerry and I had a sausage bap, and it was really lovely, really good quality stuff. next stop was up the famous Burford Hill to Burford Garden Centre. This place is ginormous and full of amazing homeware, sort of gardening things, as well as an amazing food hall. Would definitely recommend if you've never been before. It's an amazing place to look around. Here they had a selection of bulbs, although it's getting to sort of the end of the bulb season, so there was a few less, but they did have still quite a few different plants. I think in a minute we get to see some heathers. They had some really lovely hellebores and lots of different stuff to have a look at. I really loved their selection of indoor plants and accessories. They had loads of pots to choose from, some really beautiful hyacinths, cyclamen, and even some cymbidium orchids in some really lovely colours. With the indoor plants, they also had these beautiful vandal orchids, which are one of my favourite flowers. They're really unique and special, and they're actually quite hard to come by. You don't see them very often. I may have also been treated to a new pair of floristry scissors as well. If you're looking for a pair of floristry scissors, these ones are the ones to have. They're amazing, they last a really long time, and they cut so smoothly like butter. So next up we enter into the food hall, which has a really wide variety of produce, from local items to things from further afield. There's a lot to choose from, so many treats. I'm terrible for buying lots of different snacks and stuff like that, and because I really enjoy cooking, I quite like having lots of different sort of spices and sauces and stuff to play with. So this is a really great place to have a wander around and get some inspiration as well. They do also have their own bookshop on site, which is actually slightly separate to the main garden centre. It's in its own room. They had some really lovely gardening books, obviously a really good fiction, non-fiction section, as well as children's books. They also had art prints and some fossils and some other things available as well, which is a little bit more unusual, but a really lovely place to have a look around and get some ideas if you are into reading yourself. So here we are now at Dalesford Organic. This has to be one of, if not the best farm shops I've been to. They have amazing produce, really obviously knowledgeable staff, and really just really lovely items. They do have their own farm, so some of it is literally their own organic produce, and some of it does come further afield. However, it is all sort of labelled, so they're quite transparent with all of their produce and stuff like that, which is really lovely to see. I absolutely love their packaging. Their Christmas items were really, really cute, and yeah, really good for gifting or if you're wanting to have a little treat for yourself. One of my favourite reasons to come here is their cheese room. I've been here a couple of times now, and it's really lovely to see that actually they do get different stock in, so they definitely had different cheeses here than last time I came. They do also have a really wide range of homeware items. Here I'm having a little look around their kitchenware. It's really lovely items, high quality. You can see that although they don't necessarily have a huge amount of stock, it's all very thought through, everything matches really nicely, and it's amazing how they do their styling. It does sort of make you want to buy things because it really inspires you. I really love their glassware. So they have these coloured green glasses, and then they've got some beautiful sort of blue glasses and jugs and stuff like that as well. They do also have a really beautiful range of dining sets as well. I love the mushrooms. I'm actually not a big sort of red and burgundy fan, but those I could definitely have in my house. And I really love these green tones as well, with the acorns and the different textures, and again how they style the shop with sort of their on-site florists doing a lot of different work. The real Christmas trees, the Christmas wreaths they have everywhere, really adds a lot of atmosphere, and yeah, definitely inspires you and sort of brings the outside in. Although it's not nearly as big as sort of Burford Garden Centre, I love how Dalesford is laid out. There's lots of different places to explore, and it adds sort of a little bit of adventure. So this absolutely beautiful greenhouse here, all lit up, full of poinsettias and tete-a-tetes. Again, just lots to look at, lots of different texture and lots of different sort of pockets and places to explore. So then on the other side of the courtyard, they have a really lovely barn as well then to explore. On the lower level of that, they had a lot of gift items, from plants to sort of pre-made planters, also gift hampers, and their on-site florist who has some beautiful blooms, from anemones to spray roses to butterfly ranunculus. Lots of really beautiful and really nice quality florals to choose from. We then popped upstairs, which very much has a bit more of like a showroom vibe, very much showing off how you can have their products in your own home and how you can style them. Really nice inspiration. Again, I love how sort of their florist is adding a lot of texture. There's real Christmas trees up here, and the real trees are definitely sort of bringing the outside in. Headed back into the main building, where they have some really lovely pantry items, from honey to jams and chutneys, and they also have a wide range of sort of beers and ciders, and of course they have Hawkstone here as well. Kerry and I then finished off our evening by having a really lovely meal at the Swan in Swinbrook. This isn't actually somewhere that I've been before, but would definitely recommend it. They do also have rooms here if you are looking for somewhere to stay in sort of the Cotswold area. They had a really good menu, lots of different variety. Kerry and I, of course, which always happens, ends up having the same starter and main. So we started off our dinner with the venison carpaccio, and then for our mains we had ginger and lime mussels.